touchdown. He'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Lindsey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, back up.
59 Mike, 59 Mike, check, 59. Here we go.
Speed driven.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Locke now to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. The 40, the 30, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 78 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it.
And he's into the clear. A big run by the big man Fournette. 41 yards on the ground. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 33. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, Mike 51. Here we go. Out.
Greystone, Travis.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Yo, go.
Deuce.
Hey, lock it. Go.
Now Leonard Fournette. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Switch it.
Fair. Hey.
They'll go with a big back Fournette. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. I got to tell you, I'm shocked. When I realized they were running the football at 4th in that distance, I thought that was a surefire throw.
I can hear it in your voice because I'm the exact same way. No one runs the football in this situation, right? You've got to throw it to have a chance unless you're them. Talking about supreme confidence bordering on arrogance, and they got it done, keeping the ball on the ground to pick up the 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 12-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing suck.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the 29, Locke. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. A gain of 6 there on first.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a pretty...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. From midfield, here's Locke. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
On the ready.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A pass complete here to Conley. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy?
5, 4, 2.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Rolling to his right. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Mecole Hardman. 55 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Play action. Now it's Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big third down play there for the Jags. 48 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll get this down only to the 18. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
You bet him 6-6.
Again, it's Fournette. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
On 4th down, Minshew. His pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal.
94.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
We got to get the ball. Do you get the ball right now?
They'll give Fournette another crack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Fournette. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. The carry here for the big tight end. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bronco defense comes up big. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
Check your hot read.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13. Locke escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Hey, Zoo. Right, check. 59. Go. I'm coming. 59 is Mike.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Get it.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
64, weak.
Locke now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rashaan Melvin. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or two, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Miles Jack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
You go tight. You look at me. Door.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Miles Jack able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting him out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10.
Mike 51. Mike 51. It's a party now. It's a party now. Hey, Mike 50, get it.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Jarrell Casey able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Tighten down. There you go. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. You go, night.
Hustle. Say go.
Here's Minshew. And the pressure gets to him again. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
A 7-yard loss brings up third down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey, seam 6, seam 2.
So third and long, here's Minshew. Boy, stays up. And he's going to go down again. Bradley Chubb. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up fourth down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
He's not going to get me.
Smooth.
51, Mike 51.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Looking long for Westbrook. And this is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
70, Indy.
I'm scared.
5.
On first down, Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. But now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. To throw once more on second and 10. Locke. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
60 outlaw. Hey, lock it. Orbit. Ready.
On third and long, it's Locke. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down. He's got his tight end Fant. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now Locke. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Locke off of play action. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Matchbox lights. Hey, Echo.
I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Gone.
SOS.
Now Locke again. Flush to his right. He's going to take, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Drew Locke saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Broncos cut into that lead. McManus's point after is good, and that will get him one closer. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
They'll buy some time right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs, because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt, because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. No, I color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I didn't know my everybody drop when I drop. This shorty, she support lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride? Never